Welcome to Girls on Girls.
Welcome to Gong. I'm Nikki.
I'm Amy.
I'm from North Dakota.
I am from Indiana. So we're going to mostly talk about FLEABAG.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a couple of BuzzFeed quizzes.
Truly.
Yes, that's going to be a rapport and good time, I think.
I think we're going to learn a lot about ourselves.
I hope so.
And get to know a little more about each other.
I love your gummy bear earrings.
Thank you. I got these from China.
For specifically the nation of China. Well, do you know someone there who sent them? Did it take a long time for them to arrive?
It did not. I think it was 2 weeks.
2 weeks from China?
If you took a Greyhound bus from here to China, it would take you 3 years.
No, that checks out. From what I can tell. I am a whiz at math.
I was just going to say,
I think you're nailing
we're
it.
into math. Any math questions, we're on Girls on Repeat at Instagram.com.
Wrong answers only.
So we just watched episode 1 of FLEABAG, starring Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I feel like I'm sitting a little in front of you.
I feel like I need to scoot closer.
It's not that, it's okay because I have, as I've told you, an abnormally small head. So sometimes I need to move to look equal in photos.
I have a large noggin. It's like an orange on a toothpick. It's got its own solar system.
When I gain weight, if I gain weight and get a haircut, I look like Shrunken Head on Beetlejuice.
Oh, I would actually like to see that.
This is pretty much FLEABAG's MO in life, is letting her mind attack her.
Oh, yeah.
She makes terrible decisions one after another. Quarter life crisis, a coming of age story, series of mistakes. So last weekend I was listening to a podcast about millennial slang. And the reason I chose this podcast was because FLEABAG was in the title. And they said that for a FLEABAG is a person who makes toxic decisions one after another. And the only cure is self-reflection.
Oh,
I think we know this type.
Now I just lost my train of thought. Now I just lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
We never learn her name. She's just never called by name, and she did that on purpose. Like, her name is FLEABAG, and her nickname, Phoebe's nickname as a kid, was Flea or FLEABAG. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I love the way that she just talks to the camera.
I feel like we're friends when you talk to the camera. Seminar? Let's go.
But she's also kind of like telling us, the audience, like, this is how I really feel about this.
At first, you're like, this is great. She's just banging whoever she wants to bang.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time the episode is over, you recognize that this is just a real lonely gal.
So sad.
And still, go ahead and bang whoever you want to bang, but also maybe there are some issues to address. Like you said, self-reflection may be the only cure here.
There's some glimmers into the darkness, but it is not fully developed in our first episode, but we are definitely captivated by our hero, FLEABAG.
Yes.
How about you tell us about the first guy?
He shows up in the middle of the night. So he is asking if he can go in the back door.
He came for a literal booty call.
Yes. She says, then I spent the whole next day thinking, do I have an enormous asshole?
Arsehole.
My body, my rules. Like my space is invaded. My arsehole, massive.
Okay, he like comes over. You think he's not even going to sleep over? I mean, I wouldn't. And if I was her, I'd be like, you better go because I got to get up early. Sayonara. But they spend the night together, and then she wakes up and he's just staring at her adoringly. And he says something about how much he appreciates the night because he's never been able to up the bum with someone.
Yeah.
And she is left thinking, am I flattered?
And also, why is he still here? And he's like, he gives her like this very tender kiss. He's just so pleased with the experience.
Oh,
Go home.
Yeah.
Go to work. Go to your job.
Yeah. He may not have one because he came over at 3 a.m.
That's true.
Or he might not have to be to work till like 9. Maybe he's a cocktail waiter.
Yeah, maybe he works nights and weekends for the sweet, sweet tips.
He could Uber.
He might.
Was he like her ex-boyfriend or anything?
I think that he's just a guy that she bugs.
Yeah. So the second guy, so in the script, his name is Bus Rodent. Bus Rodent.
Bus rodent.
Also on the Amazon. The Amazon. This guy, I asked myself, Amy, is he wearing false teeth? Because those teeth are horrible. But anyway, he just thinks they have an immediate connection and wants to get her number. And he said, I never do this, but I think I should ask for your number and I think I should take you out on a date. I got to tell you, I've had this experience so many times when you're a totally broken woman and some man comes along and has no idea what you've got going on inside and is just like, you are such a ray of sunshine and I'd love to spend time with you. So her fourth wall breakage with him is he says something like, I am going to treat you like a dirty little slut. And then she looks at the camera like, maybe I'm into it.
Yeah.
And then he says,
Just kidding.
just kidding.
She's like, I think I should ask for your phone number.
Yeah.
Or do you have a boyfriend? Like those are the two options. She does a little break too in that moment also where she is rubbing one out to Barack Obama.
Yes!
Sitting up in bed, masturbating to Barack and eating pizza.
And you're thinking that she's alone, but the next thing you know, this dude's head pops up. Listen, if you gotta get busy with yourself while you're watching Barack, I don't think that's anybody else's business. Maybe that's an other room sort of activity.
She
I don't
thought he
know.
was sleeping.
Yeah, he's right there.
She does
I know what you're doing. She like slams the laptop shut.
She's probably just like, I'm really uncomfortable now. I'm going to put on a little Brock and rub it out.
Yep.
I wish she would steal more.
She did steal that bust from her stepmom, who is also an arsehole.
Your stepmom's a dick. I'm glad you stole her bust. Godmother, my ass.
Her dad, she wants to talk to her dad about some sad, difficult feelings that she's having.
Yeah.
And he basically just calls her an Uber. He doesn't want to talk about it. It is 2 a.m. My ringer's off at night if I don't get a hold of
I love when people tell me that because then I feel so free to text late at night.
Yeah. That's why you
And
gotta
when-
turn the ringer
And
off.
when I have friends who are like, I wish you wouldn't text me after 9 because I have to go to bed. I'm like, why do you have your fucking ringer on, you old person? Do you have a landline?
Oh my God. The only time, what are you, 87? You've got a sister?
The sister.
I love this relationship.
This was my favorite.
Yeah.
So she tells us that actually the mom died, right?
Yeah. I think they grew up without a mom.
Oh, okay. So she says our dad's way to deal with us not having a mom was to send us to feminist lectures. So that's where she meets up with her sis, who is she just looks like a very uptight person. White wine,
She's snooty.
white carpet. She's snooty, but I like her style because anybody with an eating disorder is okay in my book.
There you go. She's got to fit into those clothes.
Dressed in white cashmere, the older perfect sister who shat in a sink.
You shat in a sink.
That is your identity now.
That is who you are to me.
So at the feminist lecture, the lecturer says, who in here would trade 5 years of your life to have the perfect body? And in a full auditorium, Fleabag and her sister, the only two with the arms straight up.
They were.
And they're so skinny, their arms are just straight.
Yeah.
And then they immediately recoil when they recognize they're the only ones doing that.
And they say they're bad feminists.
Yeah, I could say the same about myself.
Maybe they had, sure. Yeah.
Certain things,
yeah.
certain things.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you devote your life 5 years to crack or meth addiction, you got that. You gave 5 years of your life and you got a perfect body. A little pale, a little bruisey.
Your teeth might not be great depending on how long. Well, I guess 5 years. I have questions and now I forgot what they were.
Hell's bells. I love your questions. Okay, should I say some words that might strike a memory? Eating disorder, meth,
It
tea,
was,
perfect body, feminism.
it was, I don't think that that's an easy question to answer because on the surface, no. But what if these are 5 years of like cancer illness laid up in a bed? You don't have any way to know. It's hard to answer this question. I've had a lot of years that I'm not proud of, but I feel like I wouldn't lop them off. I would need to know, are they coming off the end?
Right.
And what would they look like?
I feel like with the water and air situation, I could confidently say I would give my last 5 years. Also believing that I'm going to live to be close to 100 just because of my family.
There's another thing. What if you're saying you're willing to lop off 5 years, but your expiry date is 60? I don't know. This is too much.
I have
for
a
me.
feeling we're going to find out on BuzzFeed when we're going to die.
Okay. What's your favorite? Let's go.
Amy, will you show us your forehead one time?
Okay. You get your shit together. I'll get my shit together.
What's that sound? Oh, it's the show. Do you guys sit on chairs?
Oh, Phoebe. Yeah,
You can't judge a book by its cover.
that's true. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
That
fucking
effing guy. That
fucking
effing guy.
That fucking guy.
Let's drink to that.
Cheers, buddy. What were your favorite moments?
The feminist thing about the eating disorders. I just love when she talks to us
I do too.
because I feel like she's my friend.
Yeah.
And I remember when I watched the whole series, I felt like, oh, this is the last I'm going to see of her.
Yeah, when it ended.
Yeah. That's what kind of a viewer I am. Amy, very superficial. I don't like to go to movies that don't have much colors.
Okay.
So I usually skip by anything that's like a brown, gray, green.
So you're not really into browns this season?
Except for my brown shoes.
Shoelaces for my brown shoes. Talk about Guinea Pig Cafe she owns, and that's a delight. It's super cute.
Guinea Pig Cafe. I'm just here for the Wi-Fi. Don't flash the bank guy.
I like when she goes shopping with her friend and then she comes out in the dress she's been wearing all day and her friend's totally appalled.
You're not wearing that. That does nothing for you.
No. All right. So Amy is getting our BuzzFeed quizzes. I've never done BuzzFeed quizzes.
Where we get to find out which Fleabag character we are.
Okay. I hope I'm a good one. I hope I'm not bus rodent.
Or the drunk chick on the curb.
Oh,
I've been her.
I
Thing
know.
I'm not still her.
Okay.
We're gonna find out which Fleabag character you are.
Okay.
The first question is you have to pick a jumpsuit.
But when I've tried on these jumpers, they're always like, I don't think I'm that long right here, but they are up in my business.
You don't need that.
No.
Not unless you're watching Barack on the news. Okay, question 2. How do you usually get over a breakup? Throwing myself into work, rebounding with someone new, expressing myself via creative outlet, prayer.
Expressing myself via a creative outlet. Oh God.
Okay, your soulmate is someone who.
Ooh. I think you can talk to about anything.
It's time for a haircut. What do you ask for?
Oh, what? I was gonna say, what do I ask?
A lob, the usual, which is just like this straight across Dumb and Dumber haircut.
That's it. That's it.
Something asymmetrical or just cut it all off.
Even though I don't like that picture of the usual, I'm gonna go with the usual because I go to places like Great Clips where they don't have a lot of time to cut your hair because they're on a you get 14 minutes.
In and out.
Yeah.
In and out.
And I usually do end up with an asymmetrical cut.
What's your drink of choice?
Seltzer.
Seltzer?
These are all alcoholic except the seltzer. That's
I know.
unfair.
Where's my iced coffee? Your favorite your favorite animal is a guinea pig. this kind of mouse, the computer, a fox, a human being.
I guess I'm gonna have to say guinea pig because I like cats and dogs.
Which catchphrases are you most likely to say? Jesus, take the wheel.
Yes.
The early bird gets the worm. You only live once. Make love, not war.
Jesus, take the wheel. I've said this a billion times while driving. I get so frustrated. I just put my hands up.
Okay, finally, what does work mean to you? Oh, in quotes, work.
Okay.
It's a creative outlet. It's my whole life and identity. It pays the bills. It's a calling.
This is my face about work.
So let's say it pays, it's your whole life and identity.
It pays the bills. That's why I have a job. It's 2 weeks.
2 weeks,
2 weeks.
2 weeks in exchange. Oh, you are FLEABAG.
Ah,
You're an
perfect.
astute observer of all of life's eccentricities and a tough critic when it comes to both the people you love and yourself. You've been spending a lot of time lately trying to figure out who you are and what your path in life should be because you recently had a bit of an existential crisis that really freaked you out. You've been relying a lot on others for support, but you're starting to learn that really owning your sense of independence is what helps the most.
I love this, but I also have to say, Amy, this line, because you recently had a bit of an existential crisis, I could have taken this quiz any year of my life after 16 and it would be real.
Do you want me to tell you what my answers are?
Yes.
Usually get over a breakup. I don't know. I'm gonna go with rebounding. I'll go with a lob.
Lob is like everything, Amy. That's like you go from this to pixie cut.
It's a long bob, right?
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know language. Oh,
You're new.
yeah, I'm just learning.
You're doing great. I'm a make love, not work kind of gal.
Aww.
What does work mean to you?
Oh my God, how did you get a different answer?
I am the stepmother / godmother.
I am shocked. I am. Are you?
I mean,
I guess maybe you should read what it says first so we can judge accordingly.
we're both assholes.
I've heard that.
Assholes across the pond. Okay, so I'm deeply creative soul who isn't afraid to express myself and my wants, as taboo as they may be. You're unapologetically ambitious, which I'm a fucking slug. This is not.
This one. This one.
So we're gonna find out the zodiac sign Nikki will marry. We'll marry
Someday.
Someday. By creating a classic ice cream sundae.
Now I want to tell you before we start, Amy, that I'm pretty sure I'm going to marry Aries or Leo.
Okay.
Pisces is out.
Okay, these are not your people.
I can't do it.
Chances are high I'll marry a Scorpio, but let's see what BuzzFeed
Is that what
says.
that is? That what
Jared,
that
you
man
might
was?
be in trouble. Yeah,
What are you, Amy?
I'm a Leo.
You're Leo plus Scorpio. Okay, are you fire? Is that your
Mhm.
sign? Okay, that's because I'm fire too.
Are you?
That's why I think yes. And so
What's your sign?
I'm Sagittarius, and I need fire or air because air will make my flames bigger. But Pisces is water, and it
Don't
it's
rain
like
on my parade.
dumping water on my fire.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm ready to know who I'm going to marry.
Okay, so we're gonna build this Sunday and find out who is your ideal mate.
I love men and I love ice cream.
How many scoops? Just one. I'll take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus.
And I'm going to get 3.
Pick a topping. Sprinkles, cookie dough,
Sprinkles
straws.
is a waste of my time. No, Oreos.
Pick a sauce.
Do they have hot walnuts? Caramel.
Well, Pisces or Leo.
So it's Leo.
It's got to be Leo.
My future soulmate will be empathetic and creative. Thank God. They will always try to make you and others happy. Bad move. And without thinking about themselves. This is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll turn into a monster.
salted caramel chocolate.
You've got a James Brown, at Andy's Frozen Custard, they have a James Brown blizzard type thing you're making it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the sauce?
It has hot fudge, brownies, chocolate caramel.
I just don't know if I want hot fudge or caramel, but I'm going to say hot fudge. Capricorn or Virgo?
You know what my friend Tina says about Capricorn? Cold eyes of the goat.
Oh my God. Your future soulmate is very caring and loyal. They're funny, but also know when to be serious. They'll love to go out and eat and be with you 24/7.
That's what I actually wanted.
That's what I actually got, but he's not a Capricorn or a Virgo.
Well, I don't know. I think I've dated every sign. Here I am.
Do you have?
I'm not from this planet. So Amy, I love aliens. Do you?
Yeah, I'm fascinated and terrified.
She's watching the show and the people go on a blind date and the woman, she says, do you believe in aliens? They just got to dinner. They just like got their water. Do you believe in aliens? He says, no. She says, the date's over. She leaves. Like really foxy guys. I'm just like, I don't believe in ghosts either.
Whatever you like, that's what I like.
I hate human rights.
Yeah, you don't.
Stupid.
You do think that Handmaid's Tale is the perfect living situation.
I don't
see
see a
what's
problem
wrong
with
it.
that.
Takes all of the thinking out of my day.
You've never read a book? I don't mind.
Wonderful.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
I do too. Like he joined the conversation. We were just chit-chatting, and then it moved into the area of horoscopes.
Sure.
And he goes, "You believe in that?" And then he immediately lost interest in me. I didn't give a shit. Yeah. Because I feel like dreams are very revealing
oh yeah,
of what's
absolutely.
going on in here.
Oh.
But Amy, I feel like this brings us full circle to Fleabag because, as I mentioned, the key to getting out of your Fleabag status is self-reflection. And this is something she failed at. So perhaps if she was to meet us IRL, that's in real life, the over 50s, she could learn from us about horoscopes, dream interpretation, and self-reflection. Yeah.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge, if you want to just get in character as Fleabag and come hang out with us,
We're in
we
Mesa.
want to talk about horoscopes.
When I see someone on TV, I assume they live in my neighborhood.
They probably do. She's out walking her dog in the morning. You guys just are always missing each other.
Okay, now that you've had some BuzzFeed quizzes and you know how this works, what kind of dog do you think Phoebe Waller-Bridge would get? Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Fleabag, two different dogs.
I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge would have like a big Burmese mountain dog.
Really? I think Fleabag would have a dog who maybe was rustling around in some leftovers outside of her apartment, and it would be like wiry haired and
Yeah.
maybe its tail would be bent. Okay.
So Girls on Girls,
Mhm.
signing off.
Signing off. We're on the Insta at Girls on Repeat.
And next time we're talking about Golden Girls and toys that we loved from the 80s.
Yes.
It's a real good time.
Yep. Okay. So I guess we'll see you next time.
I guess we will.
My sad one is boom, I fucked your man. Bet on a bike, got a bus. Boo, a ghost, aghast. My body, my rules. Like my space is invaded. My arsehole, massive.
Massive. Dressed in white cashmere, the older perfect sister who shat in a sink.
You shat in a sink.
That is your identity now.
That is who you are to me. Guess what? Nobody's shitting all over the floor at my house.